Hey, this is Abhishek, and today in this video I'm going to demonstrate you structures and function. Moving on to the first program. So over here we can see there's a question that create a structure for employee with members such as employee ID, employee name, designation, salary. Use the function to get the details of the employee. Calculate the salary depending upon the designation, and finally display the details of the employee of the following using the display function. So over here we can see that these are the some of the examples which has been shown. So now we have to display the same output. So over here we can see that has include string is the header file, and has include string.h is the header file of the string. So over here we can see that initially we are declaring 3 float data types, and there is a structure name as employee which contains 4 data members, that is int employee ID, second character for the name, third character designation, and fourth one is for the salary, that is float salary. In the integer we are asking to enter the number of employees, and after that we are asking the user to enter the details over here. Enter the details of the employee, that is first enter the employee ID, second enter the employee name, third enter the employee designation. So after that we can see that over here is a loop. So if you are entering the number of employees is 2, the loop will be running as twice, and if you are entering the number of loop as 10, then the loop will be running for the twice, and all the data which has been inputted is taken input is displayed in the following format. So here's the output of the program. So here we can see that I enter the number of employees 2, ID 201, sorry 201, enter the name Roshan, enter the designation manager, enter the employee ID of a second Lakhan. So sorry, there was a error, I'll show you again. So 201 employee ID, name Roshan. Sorry. Employee ID, number of employees 2, employee ID 201, name Roshan, designation manager. So 101 employee ID, name Ram, designation GM, that is for transfer general manager. So over here we can see that we have got the following output as mentioned in the question, and it is displayed in the same format. So now moving on to the second program. So in this program you have to write a C++ menu diagram program to find the area and the perimeter of the different shapes such as circle, rectangular, square, cube, triangle, and using the concept of a function overloading. So over here we can see that the header files have been included for the input, output, and standard library, and all for the maps functions over here. So after that there's a function name as void, and every function name is a void over here, because over here we are overloading the functions. So for the first we are taking the area for circle, And over here we can see the logical part of the program to find the area for a circle, that is 3.14 into r square, that is the finding the area. And after that we are taking in L and B, that is for the finding the area of a rectangular. And after that finding the area of a square. Then finding the area of a cube, will take A and B, that is length and breadth. And after that we are taking the perimeters of same shapes, that is circle, rectangle, square, cube and triangle. So after that we have displayed in the following formats over here of each and every single. So over here we can see that it's a many dividend program. If you want to find this is the area of a circle, we can choose it easily, that we have to go for the circle. So now we'll run the program. So over here enter the operation, okay, for the circle one, enter the radius 7. So if you want to find the area first, so we can say the area is this, so we can continue, yes. So now first enter the radius, that is 7 on second perimeter. So we can see that for the circle we are getting both the result for the area and the perimeter over here. So similarly I'll show you for the every shape. So over here second, enter the length, that is 10, enter the breadth 5. So over here first one is for the area. Here we can see that we got the area of a rectangle. Continue, enter the length 10, 5. So we can see that we got the perimeter. Similarly continue, and over here we'll go for the square. Third, and for the enter the side, that is 5, and first area. So we can see that area is 25. Third one is for the square, enter the size, that is 5. And after that we can see that over here we have to get the perimeter. So for the perimeter is 2. Enter here, we can see that we got the perimeter of a square. We continue, yes. And we are still left with the cube and triangle. So to find the cube, we select the 4, enter the side 5, and yeah, just the area of a cube. We want to continue, yes. Enter the side 5, and now we'll check for the perimeter. So yeah, and lastly for the triangle we'll select 6, it's 5, enter the side 1 10, side 2 10, and side 3 10. Over here we can see that we got the area, and now obviously we'll check for the perimeter option, that was 5 for the side 10, 10. Sorry, there was an error. And here we can see that there is the perimeter of a triangle. If you want to continue, no, enter. So here we can see that we got the output of each and every geometrical figure which we wanted for. Now heading on to the third program. So over here we have to find the Fibonacci series of the given input using the recursive function. So over here we can see that as usual for the every program we have had a file that is input output stream, and over here there's a function name as in the Fibonacci in which you are passing the long integer of a long type in n. And over here there is a if n is equal to 0, n is equal to n, return 0, else n is equal to 2 and return 1 else. So over here there is a logical part of a Fibonacci series, and over here in the main function we are giving the output as per required the user, and over here there's a loop which is running on the recursive function. So I'll show you the output. put the numbers of terms for Fibonacci series, that is 3, and over here you can see the Fibonacci series are 001. Now moving on to the last program. So over here, so write a C++ program to perform the addition and subtraction of 3D vector using the structures and function. So over here we can see that there is a same header file, that is input output stream, and after that there is a structure name as VCT, and we have 3 data members inside the structure that is int j, int I, j and k. So we have taken all these to basically for the loop over here. Sorry, there's no loop. Okay, so after that in the int function we have taken vector a and b and character c and intent and do. So over here there is a loop. So over here we have to select whether the user want to perform addition of a vector or you want to perform the vector subtraction, and whatever you want to perform it will be taken as the input n. If n is equal to 1, that means we are basically going for the vector addition over here. So over here we can see that I see out for the vector addition, enter the coefficient of I, and over here we are taking as I input and enter the coefficient of a j. Similarly enter the coefficient of a k. Yeah, we can see that. Or if we are going for the vector b, similarly we are taking similarly for the vector I and jk, and over here we can see that each and every coefficient will be added with a similar coefficient with the vector in b. So over here, and if over here if n is equal to 2, that means the user is going for the addition, that is user is going for the vector subtraction over here, because the number which the user has been selected as 2, and over here we can see that 2 is equal to n, that means condition is 2, and it will be going for the over here subtraction one. So over here similarly the as we saw in the addition function, over here similarly the I, j, k 3 variables should be entered for vector a and similarly for the vector b, so that subtraction operand should be successfully done. So over here we can see that over here see out all these as subtracted coefficient are subtracted with each other, and now we'll see the output of the program. Vector addition. So first of all we'll go for the vector addition, and now we are enter the coefficient of 1, that is I. We take it 6, j, 7, k, 8. These are the coefficient of vector. Now we'll go for the vector b, 2, 3 and 7. So here we can see that vector a plus b vector is equal to 8i, 10j and 15k. Over here you can manually say that 6 plus 2 is 8, 7 plus 3 is equal to 10, and 8 plus 7 will obviously gives us 15. So you want to continue? Yes. After continue we'll go for the subtraction. 9, 8, 7, that's for the vector a, and now going for the vector b. 5, 4, 3. So here you can see that 9 minus 5 is 4, and 8 minus 4 is 4, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So over here you can see that the program is running successfully, and this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching this video.